Chiney Ogwumike, Suns power forward, WNBA All-Star, Stanford grad, and Vice President of the WNBA Players Association.
Ah! What is that? What is that? What is that thing?
Now that's important. Now, all right, let's jump right in on what I mentioned her, Liz Cambage, who plays for the Wings, said last night after the game. All right, I think we have those quotes here because she said that her WNBA career going forward, she doesn't know if she's going to come back. She said, I've said this many times, the WNBA doesn't pay my bills. Playing here doesn't pay my bills. We make more money overseas. I'm ready to have next summer off and focus on getting a European contract where it's 10 seasons here worth the pay. All right, now you are the VP of the WNBA Players Association, and you guys have until October 31st to opt out of the CBA that you agreed upon with the league. Like, you hear what Liz is saying about pay. What are the players talking about as it comes to this October 31st deadline?
About 10 hours ago, I was actually having dinner post-game with Liz, and she was sort of alluding to some of these ideas. But people don't realize she's obviously an Australian national, so the WNBA is not necessarily her home like it is for us. But I think the idea is that the WNBA is the best women's basketball league in the world. At WNBA All-Star, Diana Taurasi, Candace Parker were very adamant about pushing the boundaries with this next CBA. For so long, WNBA players have been grateful and told to be grateful, and we're caretakers of a legacy. The league is 22 years old, and it's the only women's professional sports league that has never folded, and we're very grateful. But let me be real.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man? Bro, I'm out, man. That nigga's tripping.
The NFL, the NBA, should we be contributing to the WNBA?
Well, I think that's what Kobe Bryant people.
Let me bring this back to NCAA, right? Where they say that since everybody knows basketball, football is the only sports that make money in college, right? Basketball and football.
That's facts.
Basketball, football, the only sports that make money. And they talk about, hey, if they start paying athletes, why don't we pay the softball players? Why don't we pay the volleyball players? And my response, my honest thought is that you're not generating money. Why do you need to get paid?
This is exactly what I've been waiting for. This is exactly, I don't mean to sound like Cat Williams, but this is exactly what I've been waiting for.
On the same time as WNBA, Lisa Leslie, Rebecca Lobo, who's the lower night is UConn?
Yeah.
The white point guard? Boy, that girl is real.
Taurasi.
Catchings.
Yeah.
Parker, Candace Parker.
Yeah.
Candace real.
Yeah.
I can watch them and appreciate their athleticism. You look at a WNBA game, fellas, it's 4,000 people there. You look at an NBA game, the Heat have been sold out for 2 decades at 18,000+ people a game.
Now that we're all caught up with the news, let's get into our main story tonight. Congratulations to the Seattle Storm, who swept the Washington Mystics in 3 games. That's right.
Who?
Wrap it up to win their 3rd WNBA championship last Wednesday night. It was an exclamation point on the season after that hard-fought semifinal against the Mercury, so congrats to them, and shout out to the homie Sue Bird.
She wants to get paid the same as Steph Curry.
She didn't say the same.
No, she basically did. She wants to get basically equal pay as the NBA players, which is crazy right now.
Sorry. That clip is really triggering if you've ever been on a Tinder date. But at least you know he knows his stuff because he's talking the loudest. It feels like there's people on both sides of this argument yelling really loudly, and what's being lost in all that noise is the actual point. So let's unpack what the WNBA wage conversation is about. No, they don't want Steph Curry money. Well, they don't not want Steph Curry money, but that's just because Steph could pay the salary of every woman in the WNBA and still have enough left over to sign Le'Veon Bell. Anyone can make the argument that a younger, smaller, less popular league can't pay the same amount as the NBA. What's harder is arguing they can't pay the same percentage, which is what WNBA players are trying to tell you.
They recognize the difference in how much money each league brings in, but they do want a higher percentage of their league's revenue. Remember, NBA players get about 50% of what the league calls basketball-related income. A Forbes report last year estimated that WNBA players only get about 25% of BRI.
Well, Rachel, 25% is actually saying it too nice. It's actually closer to around 22%.
But we do know salary information for the players, and quick math shows that even if we lowball the league's revenue numbers based on data we do have, like rights deals and ticket sales information, players aren't getting anywhere close to 50%. And the reason we're hearing about it now is that the players and owners can opt out of the current CBA at the end of October. But when players ask for a bigger cut, the most common refrain is, "We don't have the money." Like Adam Silver said on Get Up back in April, ultimately, this isn't a Title IX issue, it's a business issue. We still have a number of teams losing money. And if the teams in the league aren't making a profit, they can't possibly pay the players a whole bunch of money like they do in the NBA.
It's facts! It's facts! It's not facts. These facts is not facts. It's not facts. It's facts. It's facts.